Do you really know how to keep that spark alive in your relationship? We all want love, don't we? We all want friendship and companionship. We want to be in relationships that make us feel happier and healthy. However, there is no surprise that once we get married, the spark sometimes starts to fade away. Hi, this is Jyotika Bedi, your host, psychologist, and the founder of Happiness is Love. We at Happiness is Love are going to talk about how to really keep that spark alive and not dim your light, and how to really build deeper, healthier, happier relationships. Some questions you might want to ask yourself first. Why don't I feel the same as I used to when I first met my partner? Why is my relationship missing that spark, if it is missing that spark? Is this how it's supposed to really feel? Is there a forever after? What can I do to keep that spark alive? Let's first understand, why do people lose the spark anyways? What really happens? Long distances, contradicting schedules, or growing resentment are all common reasons couples tend to lose their spark, otherwise also known as the chemistry or particularly a strong relationship. But the truth is that even in the best relationships, in the happiest relationships, romance will dwindle if you're not doing the work, because love really is conscious effort. If you're kind of sciencey, obviously not. Think of it like a muscle. When you don't actively use that muscle, what happens? Not enough quality time together and less focus on the relationship can leave you both feeling unfulfilled, unappreciated, or worse, unhappy. So then how to really keep that spark alive? Stop dating people you don't like. We don't always get into relationship with the person who's right for us. It's sometimes the excitement of being in a relationship that you say that yes to the one. But this can then sometimes turn toxic, as you don't really like that person and you're just in it because you want to be in a relationship. This is where I would want to tell you, don't rush into relationships. Be with the person you actually like and feel connected to. If it's boring, get out of it as soon as you can. If you find your significant, let's say, friend or the other boring, and you don't really like listening to them and their worldviews does not match, then my friend, the spark has actually gone and you need to then move out of this relationship which is not serving you. However, if you still want it to work, if you're in the dating phase, then discuss topics that makes you feel happy in the relationship, makes you feel content. Let the conversations flow openly and honestly and take more interest in building the relationship. But again, it has to be reciprocal. If you don't want the relationship to fade, you have to be open and honest. So how do I really keep this spark alive in my marriage? I've been married for 21 happy years. I ask for something new every week from my partner. The first step in keeping the spark alive is knowing what the spark really means to you. It's likely that what makes you feel loved and appreciated is quite different than what makes your partner feel loved, appreciated, heard, and seen, since we all have different love languages, don't we? This means we also give and show love in different ways. So instead of hoping your partner being a mind reader and shows you love in ways you want to be loved, you have to be honest and have those open conversations. Trust your relationship enough to ask for what you want and need. I often ask my spouse to praise me and say words of appreciation and affirmation, as that is my love language. I ask for what I want and need because he's not a mind reader. And he then often asks for more hugs, because for him, love is physical contact and hugs. This helps us connect at a deep level because we're able to ask for what we want and need without expecting the other person to be a mind reader. So learning really to speak each other's caring language, care language, or let's say love language more fluently keeps that spark alive. We also try to turn it into a game. At the beginning of every week, I often think of something super specific that we can do together for that week. And this again helps us because I want him to, let's say, plan a surprise date or bring home some flowers for me or let's say compliment my looks. I let him know that. Maybe he wants more alone time with me or more positive feedback about his work. He asks me for the support that he's seeking from me. We often talk about it. It may also be, it is very important to let the other person know, not just through your words, but your actions, that yes, your partner matters. If your partner should feel validated, heard, seen in the relationship and feel loved. Doing something small once or twice, whether it's just planning a date night, complimenting one another, helps in building the bond, helps in making you feel more close to your partner. It boosts your happiness. Talk to your partner. I talk to my partner face to face much more than just on the phone. This has helped me hugely because with the advancement of technology, every one of us are guilty of the same, of being more on our phones. We have a better relationship with our phone sometimes. That's the thing. If you want to ignite that spark, then get off your phone and interact more face to face with your partner. I often check myself. I put down that phone and hold my loved one more than just holding on to my phone. We also make a lot of eye contact. Romance doesn't have to be sparked through, let's say, grand gestures or public displays of affection only. Intimacy happens in the little moments, in the small micro moments. Making eye contact with your partner actually has scientific backing. Making eye contact actually releases the love hormone oxytocin. Your brain feels more connected with another person just through eye contact. When you're talking, focus on making more eye contact with your partner so that your partner knows that you're really listening and you feel more connected. Again, put away the damn phone, but also try to find the smaller moments that you can make that eye contact. Let's say, for example, you're in a crowded room or you're out at a party. Try to just lock the eyes across the room or keep the eye contact just a little longer than your normal. Do it in random situations. Do this experiment, but not long enough that it gets like a serial killer kind of look. 10 seconds of eye contact and a cute little smirk is just enough. Try it out. What we do is we also try something new together. Whether you're interested in traveling to a new place or signing up, let's say, for a dance class or a cooking class, break out of your normal habits. We just did a Zumba class together last week. When we're stuck in just the routine and the mundane, we often feel numb to many of the reasons why we really love each other and appreciate each other. We tend to take each other for granted, don't we? But when you try something new, trying something new will not only feel more fun, exciting, but seeing your partner in a totally new environment and yourself will teach both of you new things about the relationship, and it will help you cement the bond, and it will also remind you why you really fell in love with this person in the first place. You may, in fact, just fall in love with them all over again because you're doing things that you both enjoy and are fun. I also start conversations which are deep and meaningful. When was the last time you actually had a deep, meaningful conversation with your partner? Check in with yourself. A conversation that did not involve a to-do list or things that have to be done in few minutes before just going to bed. Sharing a real emotional connection, deep meaningful connection, means having conversations about your future, caring about what's going on in the other person's life, daydreaming together, or reconnecting about your needs in the relationship. If your only conversation, let's say these days, only start with, how was your day? How was work? Or here's what we have to do tomorrow. it's time for you to do some work. Try to spark a deeper conversation. How are you really feeling today? What can we do to grow together? During dinner, ask what's something that you're too scared to try, but you really want to. Or when you get into bed, ask what's your favorite thing about our relationship? How can I show more love and caring to you? Psychologically, it takes 5 good experiences to every 1 negative experience, like a fight or disagreement. In order to feel like you're in a happy, exciting relationship, make sure that you have 5 positive interactions and 1 negative interaction is allowed. Although it gets difficult, aim for the majority of conversations to be fun, interesting, light, and enjoyable. This is on you. The rest can be mundane, scheduling, disagreements, or routine. But remember, the 5:1 ratio is what works. We kiss a lot. Make sure kissing is still a part of your relationship to keep that spark alive. I don't mean just kissing in general. I mean kissing that's spontaneity and meaningfully. Do not just limit kissing to being just a means of saying hello or goodbye for the day. It can also initiate intimacy. Kiss deeply. Kiss passionately. Especially when there's no expectation or reason at all. I just did this a few minutes ago. When you're heading out to dinner, in the middle of the conversation, or just randomly, remind them that you love them and they matter. They mean a lot to you. We make laughing together a top priority. Laughter is the best medicine. It's the cure for everything. But it's also the best kept secret to keeping the spark alive. You know that, don't you? You know those times when you joke about, let's say, a disagreement or a fight or a family member or an incident like, someday we'll laugh at this. Why wait until someday? If you're together for the long haul, there's nothing you need to take too seriously. When you can see the humor, even in your disagreements, even in your conflicts, or in those uncomfortable moments, you're doing it right. We also watch something together which makes us laugh and build up those inside jokes as a couple, because it shows that we care for each other and it builds more trust. We bring up funny memories. We send each other funny memes, which we share, a joke that we share, an inside joke, and tease each other like how we used to when we were younger. Life's too short, we all know this, for taking anything too seriously, especially when you're doing so. And if you're taking it too seriously, it will kill your spark. Make a change instead of hoping that your partner will do this for you. If you want your partner to say or do more, let's say romantic things or things that mean more love and caring to you, it can feel a lot like nagging if you are constantly asking them to give you more. Instead, what can you do? Instead of asking all the time, think of how much more you can be giving to your partner. Are you speaking your partner's love language and care language? When you're with the right person, they'll take notice of that little extra step, that little extra conscious effort, and feel inspired to give some extra effort back. Be generous with your affection and your appreciation, and if you love them unconditionally, say it more. If all else fails, think back on the behaviors you both had right at the beginning of your relationship. Transport yourself back to those happy memories. Think about how you thought of your partner, how you treated them, how much you wanted to make them happy. If you act like you did at the start of the relationship, you will realize it will bring in more energy, more love, and more caring into the relationship. I hope this podcast has helped you in a little way. You found one tip or one tool or one strategy that will help you keep your spark alive, because love is everything. Love is the oxygen of the universe. If your love is dimming, it's okay, you're not alone. All you need to do is just follow one or two of the techniques that I've shared with you, or strategies that has helped me in keeping my spark alive, because we're all work and learn. And we're all love, 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 and happiness is love. We're all about the love and happiness and how we can build ourselves, build each other, build our families, and build a better future. The goal really is to be better. The goal way is to do better. What is it that I can do so that I can grow to be my better version? At Happiness is Love, we're all about spreading more happiness, more joy, and hope, so that one day at a time, one step at a time, we can be more joyful and we can spread that love around us. And it first starts with us loving ourselves, because everything springs from the self. Now it's time for you to take action and follow whatever you have learned from this today, so that you can build a healthier and happier relationship, first with yourself and then your partner. I hope you have a beautiful, bright, sunny day. You are feeling the positivity and the brightness and are smiling. I believe in you, I'm rooting for you, and I'm here for you. Until then, keep smiling, keep shining, keep inspiring, and stay tuned for more. Bye from me.